everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm actually back here to do something a little bit different because today we're going to go do a Sims 4 challenge video. So I actually saw somebody on Twitter kind of tag a few people in this thing that they did where they kind of just had their Sims in their household and all their needs kind of made like a rainbow colour. And I think it was James from the Sim Supply kind of tweeted like saying it should be a challenge. So I'm not kind of stealing his idea. I got the idea from him. He may have done this, you know, by the time I upload this video. I don't know. If he did do it, I will link it down below as well. So since nobody's done it before, I kind of just had to make up some rules for myself. So I've got a bunch of Sims here that are representing different colours, and those colours are associated with a different emotion / mood in game. So the aim of this challenge is to get all of these 8 Sims in their kind of assigned emotions all at the same time without using any cheats. So that's what I'm going to do in today's video. So I've just kind of randomly made some 8 Sims which just have, you know, different colours. If you want to go ahead and download them, they are up in the gallery. I don't know why you'd want to go ahead and download them, but you can if you want. My origin ID is RealThomasTV1. So I don't know why I've moved them onto such a big lot. That was kind of just random, to be honest. But I did bulldoze a lot because I didn't want the decorations inside to kind of give them a happy moodlet for, you know, being well decorated, if you know what I mean. So this one is going to be anger. Then we've got tense over here, and then we've got embarrassed. And this person here, the embarrassed one, he did actually die when I was taking the thumbnail pictures, but I just had to exit the game and that was fine. I think he might be embarrassed about those eyebrows, but you know what, that's not the aim of this challenge. Anyway, and then we'll go on to happy, which is this person, and then we've got inspired, sad, playful and flirty. So those are the 8 different emotions that we've got to get all at the same time with all these different Sims. So firstly we're going to start off with him, Victor, and these are all just random names too. So I've got to try and kind of make him angry. I suppose that we could maybe get this other person to start kind of like, I guess, like starting to argue with him and stuff like that to kind of get him, you know, angry and things like that. So you can see they're starting to argue here. I'm just going to do kind of like a few more interactions and hopefully that'll kind of push him over the edge to get really angry and that'll be him done. But the thing I'm worried about in this challenge is how on earth are we going to be able to kind of like, you know, keep all of the 8 Sims' moods there throughout the whole challenge. I think that's going to be the most challenging part, but I guess we'll just have to see how this thing goes. So let's go ahead and do a few more interactions and see if I can get him angry. Okay, so he does have the anger moodlet, but because at the start of this challenge, I kind of used the MSA Command Center thing to make everybody fine. So it was kind of like a neutral start and clean slate sort of thing. But it might take a while for the fine one, like, you know, wear off before we can actually have the anger one. So I suppose this lasts for 8 hours. So that's going to be like, I think, long enough. So the next person is tense. Now, I'm not really too sure how we can go about doing this, to be honest, for tense. One way is probably getting a job, but I don't really want to wait a whole day. So I'm actually just going to head into build mode because I know this thing where if they read a book that's kind of like a skill book, but it's too like far advanced for what they are on that skill. I'm going to go ahead and see if they will actually get tense from reading that because I've heard that is a thing. Like I said, we can do it from the workplace too, but I don't really want to kind of like, you know, do that because we're going to have to wait a full day and then the anger moodlet will be, you know, gone by on that other person, if you know what I mean. So let's maybe go for like Bacon Volume 3 or something, just a random one, and it's kind of like, you know, high up there. So let's see if this works or not. Oh, where did it go? Oh, it must be in the bookshelf. I was like, where did it go? So which one was it again? Was it this one? This one. So I'm going to get her to read this and see if we'll make her tense. Now we've got the next person who is Pablo. Now who is embarrassed. Well, he's not embarrassed now, but that's his, you know, emotion. So there's kind of one thing that I've got which could be maybe just letting his bladder go all the way down so then he kind of pees on the floor and gets embarrassed that way. And we could maybe do something where he like maybe tries to flirt with somebody else. These are all random Sims, by the way, so I think that'll be okay. So let's go ahead and see if we can maybe flirt with this person. Maybe do something kind of, I don't know, something like this and see if he gets embarrassed from like doing it wrong or something. Hopefully she doesn't take it because that'll be really good. Oh my god, seriously? It's funny because every other time on like Let's Plays and stuff, everybody gets so frustrated when the other person doesn't take the interactions, and now I don't want the person to take interactions, and what? Oh, of course, she will take them. So I don't know how this is going to work, but we're just going to have to go for a few more times and see if this will work or not. So I think that's going to take quite some time, so I've just thought that maybe we could just actually buy a sink and get him to just drink loads of glasses of water and see if that'll kind of speed things up a little bit, because I'm sure it will. So I'm just going to go ahead and get him to kind of like let's see, get water. I don't know why I couldn't find that. It was literally right there. I'm just going to kind of get a load in his queue to start doing it. Let's see how she's getting on. Yeah, so she is tense now, which is great. So if I stop reading this, does it tell you how long? 4 hours. Okay, so that's actually not that long. So I'm going to get her to come back over here. See, Embarrassed is actually energized, which is totally not what we wanted. So I'm going to get him to start kind of finishing those up. She needs to be happy, which I think would be pretty easy. We're just going to kind of have to fill up their needs. So I'm going to try and find something to kind of do that with. Maybe we could kind of have like a pleasant conversation with somebody. Maybe that will kind of, you know, make it happy. I don't know if that would happen or not. I just got to kind of see, because I'm pretty sure I've seen like the pleasant conversation moodlet before, so hopefully that'll work. So while they're doing that, she has to be inspired. So I think what might be a good idea to do is actually get her an easel and see if she can kind of like do some paintings and get an inspired mood. I'm just kind of worried now because this is kind of taking some time, and I'm worried about like the people earlier were kind of, their moodlets will wear off by the time we kind of finish. So I'm going to kind of maybe get her to do like a medium one and see how long that takes, and hopefully she gets inspired from doing that. This person has to be sad. So I think the best thing to do for this person here who is sad, well, she's not sad at the minute, but I think it might be a good idea to maybe just kind of let her be and not really talk to anyone, which is kind of sad. I'm just going to kind of put her over there, because if she kind of, her social need goes down, then maybe that will cause her to be sad from loneliness. So that's what we're going to do. He is continue to drink, I don't know how I got dry, drink this water here, and his bladder is going down, so I think that might be a good way around, you know, getting it. So she's now energized instead of happy, so I'm not really too sure what we're going to do about that. Her fun need is getting low, so I think what might be the best thing to do is actually just try and get her needs up full, and that might be the best way around it. So that's what we're going to go ahead and try now. So I'm just going to go ahead and get her to play a game to try and get her fun need up, and we'll do that. So he's still kind of, you know, drinking his water. Maybe get another glass there too. So she's still painting this, not really getting inspired yet, but maybe because she's just acquired the painting skills, so maybe in a few more tries she'll get around to it. Let's see how long everybody else has got left on their moodlet so far. So he has got 5 hours, she has got 3, he isn't there yet, and so we're not really progressing very well. This person here has got to be playful, so I think what might be the best way to do this is actually just get a TV and just get her to go and watch the TV, like a, I don't know, like a comedy channel or something, and that might work for that. So I'm just going to get her like a seat to sit down and also a TV too, so let's go ahead and do that, and she can just kind of sit here and watch the TV. So I'm just going to go ahead and get her to do that. So like I said, I think comedy would be the best thing to do, so let's see how quickly she becomes playful. So the next one is this person here who is flirty, so I think we should maybe try and interact with somebody who could maybe, you know, what I'm actually going to do is try and find somebody else we could maybe become flirty with. I'm going to try and get this, oh, I don't know what button I just hit there. Okay, so there's somebody down here, Paolo, I don't know how to pronounce that. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of interact with him a little bit and see if we could maybe become flirty, you know, just doing some romantic interactions with him. So now she is playful, which is great, so I've got her done there. She is kind of still just sort of over there trying to become sad. I've got this person here who is still just kind of, I don't know, just standing there. So let's try and get her to do the painting and see if she becomes inspired or not. Oh, he did actually wet himself. Okay, great. I mean, that doesn't sound right, but okay. So he's very embarrassed, so we've got him done too. Let's see how many we've done so far. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 4 out of 4 done so far. So we're kind of halfway through now, which is great. Let's go ahead and try to see if we can make her happy again. So I don't really know what we could, and I don't know why she's just standing there like that. I mean, she's got nothing in her hand. So I don't know what we could maybe do to make her happy. So I found one way, and I kind of searched it up because I'm not really too sure what to do. So I've actually got 2 ideas. One, we could either make her a room which is really well decorated, but I also found another thing which just says if you listen to the radio, which sounds really simple. I don't know how on earth we kind of missed that, but apparently that works. I haven't remember, I don't even remember if that happens or not in game. So I'm just going to go ahead and see if we can do that for her. So let's go ahead and just get her to listen to, I don't know, like pop or something, and see if that'll help with that. So she's still painting here, taking her time with it, still not becoming inspired, which is a bit of a pain. Let's see how they're getting on over here talking. So they're kind of just having a little conversation here. Let's try some romantic interactions. Now, like with that other person, it did actually, you know, work earlier, and we didn't want it to, but with this person, kind of highly likely that it won't work, but we do want it to work. So let's see how this is going to go. Of course, being me, it's not going to go the way it's, you know, I want to. So we're just going to have to be prepared for that. But let's go ahead and see. Oh, it cancelled. I was like, why is this taking so long? It just cancelled. Again, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not really too sure. Oh, he took it. Okay, great. So it's working today, which is great. So let's go ahead and do a few more of these to see if she becomes flirty or not. Okay, finally it worked. Oh my god, that took way too long. So she's now flirty. She is happy. She is sad. She is inspired. She is happy. He's embarrassed, she's tense, and he's angry. We've actually done it. Oh my god, that didn't take long at all. So we've finally got kind of like a rainbow thing of needs here, and I'm going to try and get them all back on the home lot, so I can kind of take a nice screenshot because this little icon's in the way. Oh, and her as well. I'm just going to teleport it to save a bit of time. Okay, and there is our little rainbow. So let's go ahead and take it. I've just took a screenshot of that just to be extra careful so I know that it doesn't change in the next 1 second. But yeah, so that was a really kind of simple challenge, to be honest. I was kind of surprised how easy that was. It did take kind of, you know, a little bit of stress as well to try and get everybody's, you know, moodlets within like the same time, but we actually did it. So I really recommend you go ahead and try this challenge to see if you can do it for yourself. I'm going to tag XUrbanSimsX, SpringSims and KrystinMyrieXo, but if you want to go ahead and try it as well, then absolutely feel free to do that and let me know if you tried it, because I'd love to see your attempt as well. Make sure to leave a like, comment, share and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!